I'm Lyle Rexer. I'm a writer, critic, curator, and independent scholar of art, visual art, and photography. There's been an ongoing discussion about what is outsider art. Why do we call the electric pencil an outsider artist? What is the nature of outsider art? Is there such a thing at all? Originally, the phrase referred very strictly to people who were in mental institutions or who had been diagnosed with mental illness and had created work under those circumstances. It derived from sort of French thinking about art made by people in those circumstances. It was called art brut or raw art. In the case of the pencil, I would absolutely want to label him as an outsider. There's no question that his work has absolutely nothing to do with previous canons of taste or judgment. There are lots and lots of features of his work that indicate that he was dealing with a kind of mental reality that is certainly not conventional, and that the work is produced outside the mainstream of any kind of art conversation, or for that matter, probably outside the confines of any sort of social approval for the work that he was doing. We're dealing with an artist who's incredibly precise about rendering the things that are most important to him. He has a repertoire of techniques or skills that he brings to bear. I see that in the best artists, people like Henry Darger, people like Martin Ramirez, and I see that with the electric pencil as well, who is the most significant, certainly in terms of the body of work and the quality of the work that's been discovered certainly in the last 10 years in the outsider art field. I think that we will look back on this discovery in just a few years and see it as an enormous addition to the canon of outsider art or self-taught art. It's very rare to find a group of drawings that are whole, that come to us as a body of work, that allow us to assess both the character of the artist and the importance of the drawings in a larger context. There could be more drawings, there's no way for us to know at the present time, but what we do know is that their binding indicates that he was very concerned to keep them together as a body of work. He took a lot of care to number all the pages, probably after he bound them into the book itself. I think it's kind of fascinating to think about the collection as a whole, as a kind of narrative, thinking about whether he may have thought about it that way, or whether in fact it was simply an archive. The way I look at this book at the end is really as a book of his world. It's a summation of all the things that he saw in his own mind's eye. And in that sense, it's tremendously moving. There was a famous critic who once said that, about outsider art, that outsider art was an art that was made without permission. And when I think about outsider art, I think that that's one of the things that we have to absolutely keep in mind. It's not so much that this work takes us back to some sort of primitive stage of humankind. And it doesn't take us back to a childhood either. The reality is that what it does is show us that the desire to make work, or the need to make work, is really central to what it means to be human.